Norway?
You know, for me, many of the business cultures here, they're so counter to the way California does business. And I came here, and it was really not understanding the nuances. Most importantly, it was not understanding how to build trust in Norway. Right. This is vital to doing business here. But I did come in as a loud American. I also got to learn about something called Law of Janta, which is something I completely had no idea, no experience coming from Los Angeles originally, where, trust me, it's the opposite of this law.
Right. And janteloven, the law of jante, what does that do to us Norwegians, do you think?
Well, it does make you more modest, which is nice, but at the same time, in business, sometimes you have to be bold. Fortune favors the bold. So founders, there's a lot of talk about innovation today. You know, entrepreneurs, everyone's got to, rebuild Norway, get away from oil. But these founders are actually held back.
Right.
It restricts them.
Well, do you think that Norwegian companies and Norwegian economy would be better if we learn to be a little bit more like Americans and learn to brag about ourselves and talk ourselves in higher regards?
You know what I would say? Don't go full American. Don't be eating hamburgers and shooting guns. But really, we would love to see, I think, that if you took the both of both societies, met somewhere in the middle, so you have the Nordic modesty, the American bravado or ambition, and sort of put those together, that actually would be the ideal combination. I think you would do much better.
Jan Morgen, du har bodd i Norge lenge selvfølgelig, gjort det veldig godt. Nå har du nettopp solgt deg ned i del av din restaurantvirksomhet, sånn at du kan bruke penger på andre ting som ikke tjener penger, som du selv sa. Det å drive business i Norge, hvor vanskelig er det når man kommer fra utlandet? Er det utfordringer?
Hvis ikke man forstår kodene, så absolutt kan det være litt...
Hvilke koder må man forstå da?
Ja... Si det, som Sean sier, det å være litt full på, være veldig ivrig, og ta mye plass, det har folk en tendens til å fjerne seg fra.
Ja. Så
man skal være litt sånn nedpå. En annen ting er den norske besettelse med fritid. Det ødelegger mye, hvis det er 14 år, norsk arbeidssesong, de får gjort litt mellom nyttår og vinterferien, og litt mellom vinterferien og påske, og det så alt forsvinner helt frem til høst.
Altså vi jobber for lite?
Alt for lite. Det er det landet i verden som har mest fritid. Men også det synes jeg er en god ting. Altså, I Amerika så har man 10 dager fri. Det er ingenting. Altså, jeg synes vi har det mye bedre. Men det er også en fordel hvis man er interessert i å jobbe hele tiden, så man seiler forbi før man jobber så hardt. Så det er begge deler.
Jan is saying that we take a lot of time off. We don't work as much as we probably should, and that we perhaps is a bit more lazy than the Brits and the Americans. Do you agree?
Yes and no. I think that the conception is Norwegians are lazy. I've actually found that Norwegians are just very pragmatic and very efficient. So maybe you deserve to go home at 4 p.m. because you don't, like us Americans, waste a lot of time, have a lot of small talk. We have to work way too many hours because we're less efficient. So initially I did think that, but no, after my experience, I would say no.
Because that's one of the things that you write about in your book, that small talk and Norwegians, that don't mix really, does it?
Yeah, I mean, let's face it, Norwegians do not excel at small talk. That's more of an American pastime. But it comes back to that quality of life. They want to get the work done. They don't want to waste time. Get the work done, go home, go to the cabin, get kushli, relax, light a candle. Like, this is more important to the Norwegians than staying late or working way too much at the office.
Men Jan, janteloven som Sean snakket om tidligere, har det hindret deg i å lykkes i enda større grad enn du har gjort her i Norge?
Jeg har aldri brydd meg om det. Altså, jeg bare går på. Altså, jeg lærte om janteloven litt sent.
Ja.
Altså, når folk nevnte det, så sa jeg, ok, det er en greie. Men fordi jeg kom i voksen alder, en norsk familie, men jeg var vokst opp i England og Irland, så jeg hadde ikke fått med janteloven, så jeg bare seilte glatt forbi og tenkte ikke på det. Men
kan det ikke bli noen gnisninger da? Har du opplevd å være i konflikt med folk fordi du dundrer på i større grad enn nordmenn som er med tilbakeholden?
Nei, jeg tror egentlig det blir ønsket velkommen, fordi det er veldig mange prosjekter som andre folk skulle ønsket at de hadde gjort, men jeg har ikke tid til. Så jeg blir sånn, ja, den tar jeg. Jeg gjør det, jeg tar den jobben der, og det synes folk er veldig greit, så egentlig opplevd bare medvind. Folk er veldig glad for at noen gjør de ting som ikke de helt får tid til selv.
Ja.
Det er meg.
Ja, det er deg.
Det er fint.
But Sean, is there anything that we Norwegians can learn, like the British or the American, in the work environment?
Yeah, I mean, I think that especially in these young startups, which you're trying to create a lot of, you do have to be bold. You do have to move fast. This world is very complex. It's moving very quick. So this is one thing that I tried to do, is bring a sense of urgency. If you work in Silicon Valley in these more competitive industries, you notice everyone's running really fast, everyone's moving as quick as they can, they ship their product as fast as they can. So this is something that I've been really struggling with. You know, it is some of the time off, other aspects too, but you do have to move quick. If you don't, you might be left behind.
Right. And do you have high hopes for both the Norwegian economy and the future of Norwegian companies?
I do, actually, and especially as I work with younger folks coming out of NTNU and these other schools, I see that they're not held back by Lavianta as much. I see they're a little bit bolder.
Yeah.
You know, they're born with technology in their hands. They represent the future.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think oil is coming back. I think the future is in code. It's not in the ground. And I hope Norway understands this. They're not hoping the oil comes back. We need this next generation to come and create the next industry for us.
We hope so too. Tusen takk. Thank you very much for coming, Sean. Og tusen takk til deg også, Jan. Etter pausen så skal vi